Forgotten muscle cars that could outrun the legends. Some muscle cars became legends: the Mustang, the Charger, the Camaro. But what about the ones that were just as fast, yet slipped through the cracks of history? These forgotten machines had the power, the style, and the performance to challenge the greats. Today, we're reviving the memory of three muscle cars that could outrun the icons and prove that forgotten doesn't mean weak. 1. 1969 AMC AMX 390. The 1969 AMC AMX 390 was one of the most underrated muscle cars of its era. Powered by a 390 cubic inch V8 producing 315 horsepower, it could hit 60 miles per hour in under 6 seconds, blistering for its time. Unlike most muscle cars, the AMX was a two-seater, giving it a sporty, almost European GT-like vibe. It was shorter and lighter than most competitors, making it agile on the street and surprisingly quick in drag races. Its styling was bold, with a long hood, fastback rear, and aggressive stance that set it apart from the crowd. AMC marketed it as an affordable performance car, undercutting the price of rivals like the Corvette. Despite its performance credentials, the AMX never achieved the same fame as the Mustang or Camaro. Part of the reason was AMC's smaller dealership network and limited marketing budget. However, those who owned an AMX knew it was something special, a true sleeper in the muscle car wars. Its racing success in SCCA events proved its handling was just as sharp as its acceleration. Today, it's a rare and collectible piece of muscle car history. With its unique blend of speed, style, and rarity, the AMX 390 deserves far more recognition. In an era where cubic inches ruled, AMC proved it could run with the big boys. It wasn't just fast in a straight line. It was an all-around performer. For muscle car fans who want something different, the AMX is a hidden gem. 2. 1971 Plymouth GTX 446 Pack. The 1971 Plymouth GTX 446 Pack was a luxury muscle car with the heart of a street brawler. Its 440 cubic inch V8 with three two-barrel carburetors delivered a massive 390 horsepower. This setup gave it neck-snapping acceleration and quarter-mile times in the low 13-second range. It was the perfect blend of performance and comfort. Leather seats, wood grain trim, and muscle under the hood. The 71 redesign gave it a sleeker, more aerodynamic look. Wide fenders, a bold grille, and distinctive hood scoops made sure it looked as mean as it was. The GTX was often overshadowed by Plymouth's more famous sibling, the Roadrunner. But the GTX was the more refined option, for those who wanted speed without sacrificing style. Its six-pack carburetor setup gave it instant throttle response and incredible mid-range power. It handled surprisingly well for a big car, making it a great all-around muscle machine. Unfortunately, rising insurance rates and emission regulations hit it hard in the early 70s. Production numbers were low, making it a rare sight even in its heyday. Today, it's one of the most desirable Mopars for collectors. Its combination of rarity, performance, and luxury makes it a standout in muscle car history. The GTX 446 Pack was proof that you could have both class and speed in one package. If more people remembered it, it might stand alongside the Charger and CUDA in muscle car legend. 3. 1968 Mercury Cyclone GT 428 Cobra Jet. The 1968 Mercury Cyclone GT 428 Cobra Jet was a rocket in disguise. Mercury, Ford's more upscale division, wanted a piece of the muscle car market. The Cyclone GT was their answer. Stylish, powerful, and built for speed. Its 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 produced 335 horsepower on paper, but in reality, it was closer to 410. This underrated power plant allowed it to tear through the quarter mile in just over 13 seconds. It shared much of its mechanical DNA with the Mustang, but offered more space and comfort. The Cyclone GT had distinctive styling, hidden headlights, clean body lines, and a fastback profile. It was more refined than many of its muscle car rivals, yet could out-accelerate most of them. Ford's NASCAR experience helped shape its aerodynamics and handling. The Cobra jet engine was tuned for maximum torque, making it a street menace. Despite its performance, the Cyclone GT was often forgotten in the shadow of Ford's Mustang and Torino. Its limited production numbers have made surviving examples incredibly rare. Collectors prize it for its blend of performance, comfort, and exclusivity. The Cyclone GT was a reminder that muscle cars didn't have to be bare-bones street machines. With the right driver, it could embarrass many of the so-called legends at the drag strip. It's a car that deserves to be remembered as one of the great sleepers of the muscle car era. History remembers the Mustangs, the Camaros, the Chargers. But speed doesn't care about fame. These forgotten machines could run with, and sometimes outrun, the biggest names of the muscle car era. They may not have the same spotlight, but their performance speaks for itself. If you're a true muscle car enthusiast, you know that some of the best rides are the ones most people overlook, and that's what makes them unforgettable.